Live on YouTube, live on Rumble. Good afternoon, hello, welcome to This Date in History, AKTDH. I am Alexander, UVRU. Thank you so much for coming in and joining us. Today is, of course, Thursday, aka Thursday, July 16th, 2026. This show is about interesting and important events that happened to date throughout the annals of recorded history. That's our thumbnail. Our title is Great Schism, Kissing Band, Trinity Test, Apollo 11, and more. We have a 34-page document to go through today, so let's get to it. Starting us off in the year 463, we have start of the lunar cycle of Hilarius. Then 622, Islamic era began. Muhammad and his followers began migration from Mecca to Medina, Hijra, okay, marking the beginning of the Islamic calendar there. The Hijra of Muhammad began. Moving on up to 1034, the Great Schism between Western and Eastern churches. I have a picture for this. There it is. Western and Eastern churches began when Roman Cardinal Humbert issued a bull of excommunication against Cyrillus, Patriarch of Constantinople, on the altar of the Hagia Sophia in Constantinople. So,
now, did I hear that right? Cardinal
yes.
Humbert?
Is Cardinal Humbert.
Okay.
Cardinal Humbert. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. According to other sources, 3 Roman legates placed, acting illegally on their own authority, a bull of excommunication against Michael I Cyrillus, the Patriarch of Constantinople, and his followers on the altar of Hagia Sophia during the Saturday afternoon divine liturgy. Historians frequently describe the event as the formal start of the East-West Schism. So, 1054. So there it is. We have Catholicism and Eastern Orthodox right there.
Wow.
Like it's
yeah,
almost
big divide.
Yeah, right there. So, and there are other images of this. Hold on a second. Let's see here. Let me copy this and look this up here. Image search. There we go. What is this? Okay, get rid of that. Right here, like it shows like different because right here it shows it like a straight line.
Yeah.
But you can still see the blue here and everything, and that's this little chunk in here. And it even it looks like it crosses this is the line right here. So look, it's like Naples right there on the edge, and then Sicily and everything. But then right there on the edge, Jerusalem too. So that's still Roman Catholic. But right on the other border, and then farther away Damascus and Antioch, it's all Eastern Orthodox. Pretty wild, huh? So, moving on up to 1099, Crusaders herded the Jews of Jerusalem into a synagogue and set it on fire.
Oh,
wow.
Man.
That's terrible. 1212, Battle of Las Navas de Tolsa, the Battle of Al-Ugab. Combined Christian army defeated Al-Ohad Muslim force in a turning point for the Muslim power on the Iberian Peninsula. So according to the other source, Battle of Las Novas de Tolosa, after Pope Innocent III called European knights to a crusade, the forces of King Alfonso VIII of Castile, Sancho VII of Navarre, Peter II of Aragon, and Alfonso II of Portugal defeated those of the Berber Muslim leader Almohad, thus marking a significant turning point in the Reconquista and the medieval history of Spain. That's pretty big right there.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yep. In 1232, Spanish town of Arjona declared independence and named its native Muhammad ibn Yusuf as ruler. This marked the Muhammad's first rise to prominence. He later established the Nasrid Empire of Granada, the last independent Muslim state in Spain. So there's still Muslim in Spain stuff going on. 2 for 1 there, right there. 1251, the Virgin Mary gave Simon Stock a brown scapular, according to a legend. What's a scapular? Never heard of that. Scapular. It's the tabard thing. So apparently she gave him a brown tabard.
Oh, okay.
Or something. Other source says celebrated by the Carmelite order, but doubted by modern historians as a day when Saint Simon Stock had a vision of the Virgin Mary, in which apparently she gave him a brown scapular. You know what? I'm gonna add this in the underbar section, just to get that started. So. Let's see here. Scapular. This link and any other links that we collect throughout the show will be in the underbar description below after the live stream, as per usual. We already have a lot of cool stuff down there, though, including but not limited to All Things Omni Coalition, our sources, the music in the background, and a handful of other nifty little links down there and all that stuff. Anyway, 1338, the 6 electors of the Holy Roman Empire signed the Agreement of Rheims, confirming Emperor Louis IV. I have no idea how politics worked back in the day, but it wasn't like as simplistic as we think it is. The king is the law. No, the king had people to answer to. You know, like most notably the Pope, for the most part. Like
Yeah.
even in the Middle
They
Ages,
always fought for power.
yeah, like even in the Middle Ages, like with all these different, you know, like countries and kings and queens and freaking like what are other like prominent royal figures like dukes, you know, like all these different you know, like types of royalty and everything, always fighting each other, but at the end of the day, they all answer to the Pope. Kind of interesting. The Pope just kind of just let them at it, you know. Moving on to 1377, Richard II, at the age of 10, was crowned King of England at Westminster Abbey, succeeding his grandfather Edward III. 1429, Joan of Arc and the French army entered the city of Rheims. 1439, kissing was banned in England to stop the spread of the Black Death. Now it makes sense. Yeah. 1519, public debate between Martin Luther and theologian Johann Eck at Pleasenberg Castle in Leipzig, during which Luther denied the divine right of the Pope. Here we go. 1536, Jacques Cartier, navigator and explorer, returned home to St. Malo after claiming Satadonka, or Quebec, Hochelaga, Montreal, and the River of Canada, St. Lawrence River, a region for France. And actually, interesting, when we were at the gym today, I was watching, like, obviously in a bridge, because it was within like a half hour, so that way like I can watch most of it while on the awful machine for 25 minutes. The history of Canada.
Oh, okay.
And the actual name Canada comes from apparently like the first modern, like not Leif Erikson, but Sensen, somebody else landed somewhere in like, you know, northeastern Canada from Europe and everything. You know, that's where they'd end up.
Yeah.
And it was some native tribe called Kanada or something. So Canada.
Ah.
So the country is named
It
after
didn't come
them.
from cannabis?
Bro, you high. Anyway, 1548, La Paz in Bolivia was founded. I just want to do a quick little image search because there's a cool picture I saw. Look at that. What a view.
Oh, man.
I don't know.
I wonder what that mountain is behind.
I don't know. Some mountain.
I don't either.
It's in Bolivia. So that's a cool view with the statue in the foreground and everything.
Yeah.
So 1615, nighttime naval battle off the coast of Peru between Dutch fleet led by Joris Spilbergen and Spanish fleet carrying silver. 2 Spanish ships sunk. 1618, Captain John Gilbert patented the first dredger in Britain. So,
A dredger meaning making it deeper? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's not it,
No,
of course,
that's way
but
too
like,
modern.
yeah, but
Okay.
yeah, to dredge. So, moving on to 1661, and I actually have a picture of this. First banknotes in Europe were issued by the Bank of Stockholm.
Oh.
So the first banknotes in Europe were issued by the Swedish bank Stockholms Banco.
And that's it. Huh?
That's an image, you know, an example right there. They even have the same one right there.
Oh, man,
The primary source.
That's pretty cool.
I know it is. But you know, we have other images here. Like apparently, this is for $50 silver mint, and that's $25. So they even had denominations. That's awesome. What else do we got here? 1755. John Adams graduated Harvard, not high school, Harvard. So good old John Adams, you know, second U.S. president and one of our founding fathers. 1769, Father Junipero Serra founded Mission San Diego, the first mission in California. And this is
Nice.
that's not it. This is it obviously didn't start looking like this. You know, this is like more modern and everything because it looks like it's in ruins.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, Father Junipero Serra, Serra Gordo. Why is that name? Oh, okay. So yeah, founded California's first Mission San Diego de Alaca. Over the following decades, it evolved into the city of San Diego, California. So this is the start. Happy birthday, San Diego.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, this is Saint Junipero Serra. I'm not sure if that's the same mission or not, because it sounds like this guy went on to found several missions here. Yeah, there's San Diego, San Luis Rey, San Juan Capistrano. We've been there.
Yeah.
San Gabriel. You got to go there.
Yeah.
San Fernando, San Buenaventura. Huh. Oh. What else do we got here? 1779, during the American Revolutionary War, light infantry of the Continental Army seized a fortified British Army position in a midnight bayonet attack at the Battle of Stony Point. That's gutsy. Midnight bayonet attack. Wow. That sounds like, you know, like a freaking, like a punk rock album or something. Midnight Bayonet Attack. 1789, French King Louis XVI reinstated Jacques Necker as finance minister following riots and his dismissal. So the people wanted the neck. 1790, Congress declared the city of Washington in the District of Columbia the permanent capital of the United States.
Ooh.
After the signature of the Residence Act.
It came from Philadelphia, right? New
Maryland.
York was up there early, but Maryland.
Oh, you're talking about the actual capital.
Yeah.
It was Philadelphia,
and then
New York.
And then it was the other way around.
Or maybe it was. I don't know. You know what?
Yeah.
I can look this up. Let's see here. When was the U.S. capital New York and Philadelphia? Let's see here. 9 cities that have served 9 cities that have served as our capital. Okay. The United States capital bounced around between 9 different cities. The frequent relocation was due to a mix of safety concerns amid the American Revolutionary War and the lack of bureaucratic infrastructure in one centralized place. Philadelphia served as the nation's first capital. There we go. At the time, the capital was considered to be the city where Congress met and enacted legislation. After the adoption of the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776, but due to safety concerns regarding a potential British attack on the city, Congress relocated to Baltimore, Maryland on December 20th, and the seat of government remained there for just over 2 months. They returned to Philadelphia in March of 1777, but fled once again due to British occupation in the city that September. Delegates retreated further into Pennsylvania, settling in Lancaster for a single day on September 27th, and then moving to York, I guess New York. After the British Army departed Philadelphia in June 1778, the capital returned to the city for roughly 5 years. But during the Pennsylvania Mutiny, Congress vacated Philly in June and headed to Princeton, New Jersey. Oh. Further relocations took Congress into the Maryland State House in Annapolis, then to Trenton, New Jersey, followed by New York City. There you go. So at one point, it was York. It wouldn't be in York, though. And then eventually the Residence Act, establishing D.C. Holy crap, dude.
Wow, I had no idea they jumped around like that.
Dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, don't know
capitals. Yeah, that's what I tell you. I'm a generalized historian, and the amount of stuff that I know that I don't know just floors me. It takes several lifetimes to learn, just enough to get by. This is why it's so great that we have so many things documented, and why it's so dangerous at the same time. It can be shifted, 1798, U.S. Public Health Service formed and U.S. Marine Hospital was authorized. All right. 1800s now, 1801, the U.S., we got the one Pope Pius VII and Napoleon signed the Concordat of 1801, guaranteeing religious freedom for Catholics living in France. Okay. 1809, La Paz, Bolivia, declared its independence from the Spanish crown and formed the Junta Tuitiva, 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 led by Pedro Domingo Murillo, the first independent government in Spanish America. All right. 1819, Fabian Gottlieb von Bellingshausen set sail to explore Antarctica for Tsar Alexander I. 1849, and Antonia Maria Claret y Clara founded the Congregation of the Missionary Sons of the Immaculate Heart of Mary, popularly known as the Claretans in Vic in the province of Barcelona, Catalonia, Spain. Yeah. 1858, the last apparition of the Blessed Virgin Mary to Bernadette Sorbonneros in Lourdes, France. 1861, during the American Civil War, at the order of President Abraham Lincoln, Union troops began a 25-mile march into Virginia for what will become the first Battle of Bull Run, the first major land battle of the war. And we got our asses handed to us. 1862, David Farragut became the first Rear Admiral of the U.S. Navy. He was promoted to Rear Admiral, becoming the first officer in the United States Navy to hold an admiral rank. Yeah. And I know about his name because that was one of the first ships you get in World of Warships. Yeah, the Farragut. 1876, D.R. Averill of Ohio patented ready mixed paint. That's pretty cool. Just shake, Yeah. We also have on that same day, same year, 67 as well, Joseph Monnier patented reinforced concrete. Huh.
Wow.
So we have.
That means rock or something in it? I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe with rebar? Did they have rebar back in 1867?
I don't know.
I
just wonder if it was mixing it with rock.
Well, I mean, concrete is rock. It's just what type of rock. So, but that's really interesting. Like on the same day, we have a construction material and ways to decorate it. You know, paint. 1880, Dr. Emily Stowe became the first woman licensed to practice medicine in Canada.
Oh.
Cool. 1895, many black Stadian miners in Alabama were killed by striking white miners. Yikes. While that was going on, we have the Treaty of Aoki-Kimberley signed between Japan and England. I'm going to do a surface level scratch of that article. Yeah, I know. I want to know. Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Commerce and Navigation, July 16th, 1894. Okay, that's correct. Signed by Britain and Japan was a breakthrough agreement. It heralded the end of the unequal treaties and the system of extraterritoriality in Japan. I don't know what the hell that is. The treaty came into force July 17th in 1899 and lasted until July 26, 1941, less than 5 months before the attack of Pearl Harbor. Wow. And when this treaty became effective, British subjects in Japan became subject to Japanese laws instead of British laws. Oh, what a surprise. That's actually fair.
Yeah,
the jurisdiction of the British Supreme Court for China and Japan, the British Court for Japan under it, and consular courts in each treaty port ceased on that date, save for pending cases which were allowed to continue. British subjects from that date became subject to the jurisdiction of Japanese courts. You know, what a surprise. What a concept. You go to a country and you abide by that country's rules.
What a thought.
Wow. You know, ridiculous. Although with how, you know, the illegals act when they come here, turn up their noses at free, you know, high-quality food in their free, high-quality hotel room, you know, and then they piss all over our flag.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say what I want to do to those people.
You know, England had such power in Egypt, they would find an Englishman to settle the dispute.
Wait, what?
When England had full power over Egypt, they would literally go and find an Englishman to settle a dispute, a local dispute.
Wow.
Maybe folklore, but that's what I've been told.
That's wild. That's wild. Huh. But that's also the Egyptians, like, validating, you know, their authority. Oh, I don't know. 1895, Lancashire batsman Archie McLaren scored the first quadruple hundred, a 424, in first-class cricket against Somerset and Taunton. Okay. 1896, Indian-born K.S. Ranjitshini debuted for England against Australia in the second test at Old Trafford. He was the first Indian to play Test cricket. So excellent.
2 in a row?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Well, he was the first Indian. I have to give him credit.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
1897, the South African Committee investigating the Jameson raid released its report finding that it was conducted almost implicitly through the support and encouragement of Cecil Rhodes and the mining houses in the Transvaal. Wonder what that means. 1900, a report appeared in London that all foreigners in Peking, China have been massacred. Although soon exposed as false, the reports helped mobilize support for relief of foreigners. Well, yeah, like, you know, they
talked about this before.
Yeah, well, the Empress, and this started the whole Boxer Rebellion and everything, the Empress ordered all non-Chinese, man, woman, child, doesn't matter. You know, if you're not a Chinese, they kill you on sight.
Yeah.
So, Empress's orders, that is one of the most horrid things. You know, like, that's worse than Hitler.
Kick them out, but what are you doing killing everybody?
Well, because they view themselves as superior beings, so they
Kick
don't
them
care.
out.
They don't care. They want to exert their genetic dominance as they perceive it over the lesser creature by just killing them. They're that insignificant. You know, that's how they viewed it. That's how they all view each other. You know, Asia. It's terrible. 1901, the Fawcett Commission, headed by Miss Licit Fawcett, was established as a result of an outcry against the treatment of Afrikaners in concentration camps during the South African War. So Afrikaners are like European descendant, maybe I'm wrong, those are Boers, ethnic group in southern Africa. They're Southern African ethnic group descended from predominantly Dutch settlers. So they are whites.
Okay.
I was right. So... let's see here.
Different area, I guess.
Afrikaners. Yeah. So they're whites who were born, you know, there. So I guess I'm an Americaner because I'm of European descent but born here. So 902, John McGraw officially became manager of the MLB New York Giants. A 30-year tenure began, serving until 1932. 1904, the islands of Manua Group, Samoa, ceded to the U.S. by their chiefs. 909, MLB Detroit Tigers and Washington Senators played the longest scoreless game in American League history, 18 innings, 7-4, that's almost 3 7-inning stretches there, at Bennett Field in Detroit, Michigan. While that was going on, we have the Persian Constitutional Revolution. Muhammad Ali Shah Qajar was forced out as Shah of Persia and was replaced by his son Ahmad Shah Qajar. Huh.
Wow, that's a mouthful. Good. You slid right through that.
I don't think I pronounced them correctly, but I
sounded good.
Thank you. 1910, Jean Robertson Huygens made the first flight of the Huygens pusher biplane, the first aircraft built in Australia. And I have a picture of it right there. Look at that. That's first aircraft built in Australia. I mean, that's cool.
It is cool. Yeah.
You know, like we have it. You know, here it's flying, so it works. It's got airborne. You know, and then there's a guy sitting in it. Don't get your fingers in there. You know. What else do we got here? 1912, naval torpedo launched from an airplane patented by B.A. Frisk. Yeah, you know, like that. Wow. Aircraft introduced like an entire it brought our 2D world into the third dimension. It really did to the airplane. You know. 1914, Socialist Conference in Brussels. Kautsky, Trotsky, and Rosa Luxemburg. Yikes. Trotsky. 15, Henry James became a British citizen to highlight his commitment to Britain during the First World War. Pretty cool. We also have a Treasure Island on the Delaware River in the United States. The first Order of the Arrow ceremony took place at the Order of the Arrow was founded to honor U.S. Boy Scouts, who best exemplified the Scout oath and law. A paramilitary group to normalize military, type of life to children. That's what the Boy Scouts are. No different than the Hitler Youth. Actually, where do you think he got the idea? So, 1920, General Amos Fries was appointed as the first U.S. Army Chemical Warfare Service Chief. 21, encouraged by the British King Constantine of Greece, launched a campaign to take Asia Minor from nationalists under Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. 24, converts over German recovery payments began in London. They can't make their payments. So
yeah.
We also have New York Giants. George Kelly was the first to hit home runs in 6 consecutive games.
Oh, jeez.
Nice. 25, the first parliament in Iraq opened by King Faisal in Baghdad. Cool. 1 century ago, 1926, Jaspar government asked authority to save Belgian franc, or the Belgian franc. So that's their money, I guess.
Yeah.
We also have
franc.
the Belgian franc.
Yeah. Yes.
So normally the franc is French.
Yes.
But
they also just like the Canadians have a dollar.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Belgians, they'd have their bells, but that'd be weird. That makes as much sense as having buttons.
Belgian bells, huh?
Yeah.
Put your bells on. I'm not spending money on that.
Well, I mean, that really makes your pockets jingle, doesn't it?
Only you.
I'll never change. 27, Augusto Caesar Sandino began 5.5-year war against the U.S. occupation of Nicaragua. So, other source says Augusto Caesar Sandino led a raid on the U.S. Marines and Nicaraguan Guardia Nacional that had been sent to apprehend him and the village of Ocotal, but was repulsed by one of the first dive-bombing attacks in history. Wow. 31, Emperor Haile Selassie signed the first constitution of Ethiopia. 4 years later, first automatic parking meter in the United States was installed in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Whoa.
Yeah, we covered it when they first did it in Britain a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here we go. Yeah, I agree with you.
There it is. That's pretty modern, though.
But what's this cord? That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
There's like an outlet or something. Huh. Is it something that blows your engine if you run out of time? What happens?
Do it hook up to your battery or something?
Yeah. Carlton Cole Magny invented the first parking meter in 1932 in response to the growing problem of parking congestion. Okay, so did you hear that, time travelers? Looking for Carlton Cole Magny? Go back in time. If you find him, kill him.
Oh, God, no! Wow!
No, it'll get invented anyway, so all you're doing is preventing the inevitable. So, yeah, don't cause a butterfly effect. By 1951, just 16 years later, 1 million parking meters dotted the stadium scene. The first parking meter in San Francisco was installed at Bush and Bulk on August 21st, 1947. And these meters use a quartz timer to keep accurate time. They accept nickel, dimes, quarters, and small dollar coin, and prepaid cards as payment. Pretty cool. What else we got here? 1936, first X-ray photo of arterial circulation in Rochester, New York. Now, do you know what arterial circulation is?
It has something to do with the heart. But
Well,
an X-ray.
Arteries.
Yeah.
It's not just the heart. Like you can, with an X-ray, you can see the blood flowing, in your veins.
Ah, okay.
So, now this was an image. So I don't know which image is it. Is this it or something? I can't really tell. But you can see the veins.
Yeah.
So. What else do we got here? 1936, the New York Giants are 10.5 games back in the National League and went on to win the pennant.
Ooh.
Wow. 38, this is no longer an either source. We have the PGA Championship Men's Golf, Shawnee Country Club. 1934 champion Paul Runyan dominated the heavily favored Sam Snead, 8-7. Largest victory margin ever in the event's match play format. 1940, funny mustache man from Austria, the failed painter Adolf Hitler, ordered preparations for the invasion of Britain, Operation Sea Lion. It didn't commence, obviously.
No.
We also have N.S. Beer. It was N.S. Beer. Wundenberg was appointed as NVV trustee. Like, New South Brunswick? Like, what is this? Who the hell is Wundenberg? I'm going to do a surface level scratch of this article. Henrik Jan Wundenberg. But what's a NSB? Like, I don't know. Anyway, Mom's time, 1941, 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 Celsius, highest temperature ever recorded in Seattle, Washington.
Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty warm.
Yeah. Joe DiMaggio went 3 for 4, hitting on his 56th consecutive game. A streak that still stands as an MLB record, apparently, according to other source. 42, police take Jewish citizens, specifically 2,573 men, 5,165 women, and 3,625 children, from their homes in Paris and incarcerate them at the Velodrome d'Hiver Stadium to process them for deportation. Terrible. To Auschwitz, specifically, actually, according to other source here. 42, Jews transported from Holland to extermination camp. This was removed from primary source. 44, Dodgers scored 8 unearned runs against Braves to win 8-5 and break their 16-game losing streak.
Wow.
They will lose another 5 in a row. So what does it mean, unearned runs?
Okay, that's a rule. Well, that's if you hit a home run, it's 1 run. It's earned. Okay, say there's 2 outs. And
So somebody hits but gets out, but somebody already on the base gets home.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so say there's 2 outs.
Okay.
You hit a ball on the ground, the shortstop muffs it, you're safe.
What the hell's muffs?
He drops it.
Okay.
Oh, God. He drops it, so now you're safe. Now there's still 2 outs.
Okay.
So the next guy up hits a home run. There's 2
What's
runs.
a home run? I know that one. I'm kidding. Okay.
That I know. Anyway, so there's 2 runs, but they're both unearned because the inning should have been over when the shortstop dropped it.
Okay, so an unearned but still viable.
Oh, it counts.
Okay.
It's just you scored by a mistake.
That's interesting.
By an error, not a
and
mistake,
they did this.
by an error.
They did this 8 times in a row to break their streak. And then,
wait a minute.
well, not in a row, but 8 unearned runs in a game to break their streak.
It depends. I don't know how it was, but you only need 1 error. Same scenario. That guy drops the ball. You go on to score 8 runs. They're all unearned.
How do you score 8 runs in one thing?
Keep getting hits.
Okay.
Or walks.
All right. Now,
More errors.
big time here. 1945, Manhattan Project. The atomic age began when the United States successfully detonated a plutonium-based test nuclear weapon, the Trinity test near Alamogordo in New Mexico. The first test detonation of an atomic bomb occurred at Trinity site, Alamogordo, New Mexico, as part of the U.S. Manhattan Project. And I'm going to play this scene in its entirety. Like, anyone watching, like, or anyone, like, who wants to watch, Oppenheimer, go watch it. I mean, like, this is, I mean, like, seeing this in theaters, like, it just goes quiet.
Yeah.
And then, like, at the end here, you finally get the boom. Hold on a second,
Will you see it before the sound gets there?
Destroyer of worlds.
Destroyer of worlds.
What did you say?
The sound finally gets there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, here's what surprises me. I've seen Oppenheimer, but I never really, now looking at it, this is July 15th or 16th, whatever today is.
Yes.
What is it today?
16th.
16th.
Yes.
So the first one went off,
Yes.
and within a few months,
Not even a few months, less than a month.
less than a month, they did it in August, didn't they?
Yes.
They dropped 2 of these babies.
Yes. Hiroshima and then
So
Nagasaki.
they were ready to go before the test. Holy crap.
Well, like, yeah.
I guess test other things, I don't know.
Well, no, they were because we'll cover this in a minute. But on that same day, because this took place in the morning, and on that same day, they loaded them up, took them to the water, loaded them onto a boat. We'll cover it here.
So this worked. Let's go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, right here, 45. So this is the same day. The cruiser Indianapolis left San Francisco with the atomic bomb. Little boy. So the heavy cruiser USS Indianapolis left San Francisco with parts of the atomic bomb Little Boy, bound for Tinian Island. So now, you want to know why that?
So that was a full-scale bomb, just like Little Boy and Fat.
Yes.
Whatever.
Yeah, Little Boy, Fat Man. That was a full-scale bomb, just to test to see.
Yeah.
You know. And it was blown up way up in the air because they have like an altitude timer or something so that way it's an air burst. It doesn't blow up when it hits the ground. It blows up in the air to cause a lot wider destruction. You know, like if I set off a grenade on the ground, then it does that.
Yeah.
If I set off a grenade like at head level, it's going to do a lot more damage.
Yeah.
You know, so but yeah.
So those didn't act. The 2 we dropped. Hiroshima and Nagasaki didn't hit the ground?
No.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, they were designed to be an airburst.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
And that one was an airburst.
Well, that one was. It said they didn't drop it because you can't.
Yeah, they had it mounted.
They had it up on a giant tower.
Yeah.
But it was up at the the altitude at where it would explode.
They tried to duplicate it.
Yeah. Now you want to know why the cruiser Indianapolis is in your head right now?
Why?
Because does that name sound familiar at all? The Indianapolis.
Not right off the bat. No.
Think of Jaws. The movie Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy you served on the Indianapolis.
Oh.
Shark attack. Here we go.
Wow, I would have never collapsed the dots on that.
Let's see here. Construction, interwar period, New Guinea campaign operations. Trying to find the shark attack here. Transporting the atomic bomb, sinking. Here we go. The Indianapolis was struck on her starboard side by 2 Type 95 torpedoes on the bow and 1 amidships from the Japanese submarine I-58. Yada 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 yada. Let's see.
Was it sunk?
Yeah, no, it was sunk and everything, and I'm trying to find it. It's not telling you. It's somewhere. It has to be in here somewhere. But basically, a lot of people got eaten by sharks.
Oh. Okay.
And the guy in the movie Jaws.
Yeah.
The grizzled sea captain.
Yeah.
He served on the Indianapolis.
In reality.
Well, in the movie.
Oh.
In the movie.
Okay.
Not in reality. It was his character.
Okay.
So that's why he was so obsessed with sharks
old.
and everything. Yeah. Moving on to Loon's time, 1946, an attempt made to recall Mayor Lapham, first time in San Francisco history. All right, and hold on a second. There's something somewhere that the first color underwater photo or something. Let's see here, color. Let's see if I can find it here. 1926.
Oh, we skipped it?
Yeah, we skipped it. 1926, National Geographic took first natural color undersea photos.
Ooh.
Yeah, good thing I have that image to remind, because
Yeah.
that was before the atomic bomb picture I had. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, so this is it right here.
Wow.
This is the very first natural color undersea photo. So anyway, let's get back into
Loon's time.
Loon's time. We got that one. 46 as well. A U.S. court-martial sentenced 46 members of the SS to death for Battle of the Bulge crimes in Dachau. In Dachau concentration camp,
Yeah.
47, Bodo Newsom won his 200th game, his first as a Yankee, and the Yankees' 18th straight in the nightcap. Vic Raschi extended the streak to 19. 48, MLB manager merry-go-round, Philadelphia Phillies, Ben Chapman out, Eddie Sawyer in. New York Giants, Mel Ott out, Leo Durshow in. Brooklyn Dodgers, Durshow out, Bert Shotton in. You know? Musical chairs. 48 as well, following token resistance, the city of Nazareth, revered by Christians as the hometowns of Jesus, capitulated to Israeli troops during the Operation Dekel in the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, more further conquering and colonizing. 48, the storming of the cockpit of the Miss Macau passenger seaplane operated by a subsidiary of the Cathay Pacific Airways marked the first aircraft hijacking of a commercial plane. Wow. Ooh. 1950, FIFA World Cup final, Estadio do Maracanã, Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Alcides Gigia scored a 79th minute winner as Uruguay defeated Brazil 2-1. 1950s well, single day 16-team home run set at 37, National League 25, American League 12.
Jeez.
Yeah. Chaplin Medic Massacre, U.S. POWs were massacred by the North Korean Army. Like, it says medic massacre, so I guess they were, like, a lot of them were medics or something. Like, how many, though? It's not telling me anything. It happened on the mountains.
Chaplin medic? Good grief.
Chaplin Medic Massacre. Wow, it happened on a mountain in South Korea. 30 unarmed and critically wounded United States Army soldiers and an unarmed chaplain were killed by people of the North Korean Army during the Battle of Daejeon. Wow. Wow. Heartless, soulless, evil creatures. 51, Len Hutton scored his 100th century, Yorkshire versus Surrey at the Oval. That is 100th, you know, century is 100.
Yeah.
51 as well, Leopold III, King of the Belgians, abdicated in favor of his son, Balduin I. 51, novel Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Stallinger was published by Little Brown and Company. A good old Catcher in the Rye, there it is. Yeah. Oh. 1955, Juan Manuel Fangio of Argentina clinched his third Formula One World Drivers' Championship by finishing second to fellow Mercedes driver Sterling Moss in the British Grand Prix at Aintree. 56, Detroit Tigers and Briggs Stadium are sold for a then record $5.5 million. 56, last Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus under a canvas tent. They closed its last Big Tent show in Pottsburgh, Pennsylvania due to changing economies. All subsequent circus shows will be held in arenas.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. You know,
yeah.
That's an end of an era, you know. You can't afford it, you can't afford it. U.S. Marine Corps, 1957, Major John Glenn set a transcontinental speed record flying a Volt F-8U Crusader from Los Angeles to New York in 3 hours, 23 minutes, and 8 seconds. Wow. Let's check out this aircraft. John Glenn. Like, yeah. Why does that name sound familiar? Wasn't he like...
Went to the moon.
Oh, okay, that's probably why. Oh, look at that. So he flew one of these.
Ooh,
that looks like a mean thing right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a happy face intake. 1960, 205,000 people, a record sports attendance, saw Brazil-Uruguay World Cup soccer. We also have George Crowe set a record of 12 pinch hit home runs with a runner on. 63, Amazon River carried 190,000 cubic meters per second of water. Oh. I don't even know what that means, but that sounds like a lot.
A lot of water.
It says record. So, 65, Mount Blanc road tunnel between France and Italy opened, linking the two countries. Cool. 65 as well. South Vietnamese Colonel Pham Ngoc Thao, a formerly undetected communist spy and double agent, was hunted down and killed by unknown individuals after being sentenced to death in absentia for a February 1965 coup against Nagin Khan. 66, 76-year-old Mao Zedong swam in the Yangtze River near Wuhan to prove his strength as part of his launch of the Great Proletarian Cultural Revolution. And there he is right there on the bottom. Yeah. Mao Zedong in the water. I never would have thought I'd ever see. Like, you don't think of things like that. Like, you know, like, you've never seen a picture of Mao Zedong in the water. Like, I've never seen a picture of Hitler swimming.
No.
You know, I have seen a picture of Obama in the water. You know, I have, you know, it's kind of weird. You know, like, things that you don't think about that.
You ever seen Trump in the water? No.
No, but I've seen him on the golf course.
Well, yeah.
I've seen Elon Musk in a bathing suit.
Oh, that's not pretty.
No, it's not. it wasn't. I mean, like there's this. It was his weird robot chest meme, like Elon Musk chest meme. Like he had this like weird box chest. Yeah, there it is. See, like you see how his chest is all weird?
Okay.
Like just the angle. So.
Yeah.
In 1996, Nigeria became the first Anglophone independent state in Africa to become an associate member of European Economic Community. Number of banned persons in South Africa totaled 936. The individuals were banned under various laws, most prominently the Suppression of Communism and Righteous Assembly Acts. 1967, stadium pop rock group The Monkees performed at Forest Hills Tennis Stadium in Queens, New York, with psychedelic rock Jimi Hendrix Experience as opening act. That must have been awesome. Man,
he's opening for the Monkees?
Man.
Oh, man.
And then
How'd you like to be the Monkees and have to follow him?
I wouldn't.
No.
But then at that same day, 67 as well, British rock band The Who began their first full U.S. tour, appearing at the Fillmore Auditorium in San Francisco, California, and then going coast to coast, opening for Herman's Hermits.
Opening for Herman's Hermits.
Wow.
Are you kidding me? Oh, what the hell?
Decisions, you know?
There was two groups at the time in that 67 era.
Yeah.
The Who,
Yeah.
which we well know, and there was one that also had a big hit called the Guess Who. Guess which one died out? Obviously, you don't have to.
I don't know which one.
Guess Who?
Yeah, I know.
I know you know.
67 as well, Canadian singer-songwriter Joni Mitchell made her Newport Folk Festival debut at a Songwriters Workshop performance in Newport, Rhode Island.
Oh, 67 was big.
Yeah. Prison brawl ignited barracks in Jay, Florida, killing 37. Yikes. 1969, Apollo 11 launched the lunar landing mission, launched from Cape Kennedy in Florida, U.S., carrying the first men to land on the moon, allegedly. In 1970, 9th British Commonwealth Games opened in Edinburgh, Scotland. We also have Cincinnati Reds spoil Pirates' debut in Pittsburgh's new Three River Stadium 3-2. So not only did they lose at home, but they lost in their brand new home. Like
Three River Stadium, brand spanking new.
that's when you just quit. You're done. Iraq's constitution went into effect. All right. The 71 Social Democratic and Labour Party (SDLP) withdrew from Stormont in Northern Ireland Parliament after no inquiry was announced into the shooting dead of Seamus Coustat and Desmond Beatty. 72, Demetrios Papadoulos became the 269th Patriarch of Constantinople. 72 as well, Smokey Robinson and the Miracles gave their final live performance in Washington, D.C. 73, during the televised Senate Watergate hearings, former White House aide Alexander Butterfield revealed the existence of Richard Nixon's Oval Office taping system. We covered that a little bit the other day, although he's televised talking about it, but he already disclosed it to the investigators a couple days ago. 75, Major League Baseball owners re-elected Commissioner Bowie Kuhn to a 7-year term. 76, rock duo Loggins and Messina broke up after 6 years. Remember them at all? Loggins and Messina?
Oh, of course.
What was their genre?
Light rock. Light rock. Soft rock, whatever you call it.
Okay. Here's a bad one. 79, Iraqi President Ahmad Hassan al-Bakr was succeeded by Saddam Hussein. And thus it begins. 1980, Polish railway workers blocked the railway to Russia. I wonder why. Is this like during the destruction of the Soviet Unions? Now it's going on about the Ukraine thing, so this thing telling me about the history. But this is 1980.
Yeah.
So was this something to do about the Soviet Union?
Most likely, I can't remember. Polish was kind of a breakaway deal for a long time. I don't know the dates, and I can't remember in 1980 exactly where they were at, but they broke away as soon as humanly possible from the USSR.
1980, Ronald Reagan nominated for U.S. President by Republicans in Detroit. And the Reagan movie, not a movie that he was in. I know he was an actor,
right?
But the one about him, that we saw in theaters and everything.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I like it. The ending is kind of kind of painful to watch. But like that one scene where he's like, oh blah blah. I played a mayor, but I never played a governor before.
Yeah.
1981,
the seed was planted.
Yep. 1981, Shikugi Sasaki spins 72 plates simultaneously. Huh? Oh, what?
Wow.
Like,
That's cool to watch.
But look at all those. Like, how is
Got 'em all
nothing?
spinning. I don't know.
How is not of that falling? Like, and look at how are they at angles? Look at that. How are they doing that? They have to be like, it has to be a mechanism or something. Why is Reagan popping up here? It's weird. 1982, the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, report on AIDS symptoms in 3 hemophiliacs. Oh. 82, NASA launched Landsat 3 to create thematic maps of Earth. I wonder what that means. Like, I guess that's pretty cool. Thematic mapper.
What?
Thematic mapper.
Oh.
I guess it's just like, just takes pictures along, like what Google does and everything. Yeah, that looks about right.
Yeah, schematic.
No, thematic.
Oh.
THE.
Oh.
Matic.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna look this up here. Thematic map. Let's see here. Thematic map. It is a type of map that portrays the geographic pattern of a particular subject matter, a theme, in a geographic area. This usually involves the use of map symbols to visualize selected properties of geographic features that are not naturally visible, such as temperature, language, or population. In this, they contrast with general reference maps with focus on the location more than the properties of a diverse set of physical features, such as rivers, roads, and buildings. Alternative names have been suggested for this class, such as special subject or special purpose maps, statistical maps, or distribution maps, but these have generally fallen out of common usage. Thematic mapping is closely allied with the field of geovisualization. Okay, so they're mapping out what is on the land, not just the land itself, but who lives there, what lives there, how many.
Well, it depends on what the
cost.
topic is they're trying to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thematic maps. So throw this in the universe section as well. Moving on up, what do we got here? 1982. Sun Myung Moon was sentenced to 18 months in prison for filing false federal income tax returns. Yep, they're going to get you if you do that. 83. Sikorsky S-61 disaster. A helicopter crashed off the Isle of Sicily, causing 20 fatalities in Britain's worst helicopter accident. 85. A bill to abolish the Greater London Council received royal assent. I'd like to look that up, but we're 12 minutes to our hour, so I got to keep on going. Hey, AO's time! Can I do my life in 12 minutes?
No.
Great Britain performed a nuclear test at Nevada's test site. Great Britain and Nevada. We also have New York Yankees' Don Mattingly hit his 4th Grand Slam of the season and tied American League record of homers in 6 straight games, on the way to tie Major League record of 8. 1988, Carl Lewis ran a wind-assisted 100 meters in 9.78 seconds.
It wasn't a world record because it was too windy.
Yeah. 88, Jackie Joyner-Kersee set the women's heptathlon world record with 7,215 points. Cool. Yeah. Landmark Japanese animated cyberpunk manga film Akira released, directed by Kashirina Otomo. Akira, man, what a movie! Like, freaking awesome. I still that motorcycle is the sex, dude. Like, between that and the Tron bike, I don't know which one's better. They're both freaking epic. The only reason why I like this one slightly better is that you can't see it that well, but it has the G.I. Joe logo right there. The toy.
Okay, yeah.
So, what else do we got here? 1988, San Antonio, Texas League defeated Jackson 1-0 in 26 innings.
Like minor league.
Yeah. 89, South Africa's largest labor federation, the Congress of South African Trade Unions, held its 3rd annual Congress and intensified its campaign against apartheid. 1990, 400 people died in a 7.7 earthquake in the Philippines. The Luzon earthquake struck the Philippines with an intensity of 7.7, affecting Benguet, Pangasinan, Nueva Ecija, La Union, Aurora, Bataan, Zambales, and Tarlac. Yikes.
Big earthquake.
Yeah. Civil trial by parents of self-deletion victims against Judas Priest began. So yeah, people were listening to, like Judas Priest and
music,
Marilyn Manson, things like that, and turning out like punks and everything. So 1990, New York City's Empire State Building caught fire. There were no fatalities. We also have the ANC, the African National Congress, sent a report on police violence to President F.W. de Klerk and demanded an end to the shocking inhumanity of police action in rural areas of South Africa. And is this the good guy or the bad guy? He's a bad guy.
He's the bad guy? Can't tell him
Wait, no,
apart.
wait. Entered Parliament himself. Sears, a ministerial post, becomes leader of the National Party. President P.W. Botha. Okay, this is the good guy.
Oh, okay. I was right. Okay.
P.W. Botha is a bad guy. Like, it's hard. They're both old, balding white men with initials for names. Like, it's not fair. 1990, Parliament of Ukraine adopted Declaration of State Sovereignty, laying the groundwork for independence from the Soviet Union. And now the Soviet Union is trying to get them back.
Yeah.
93, S. Van Riesel's Winter Landscape sold for £705,500 in London. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Let's take a look at this painting. There's several instances of this. So I don't know which one it is, but they're all pretty cool looking paintings. What else do we got here? 93, San Francisco outfielder Darren Lewis set a record of 267 consecutive airless games. Wow, that's epic.
Yeah, it's a bunch.
Yep. 94, the three tenors, Placido Domingo, Jose Carreras, and Luciano Pavarotti, performed with Los Angeles Philharmonic and chorus of the Los Angeles Opera, conducted by Zubi and Mehta at Dodger Stadium in LA, California. An estimated 1.3 billion with a B viewers watched the worldwide broadcast.
Wow.
And you know what annoys me really much right now?
What?
Despite their being called the three tenors, they're only showing two of them! They have the room to put three people. I've seen it before.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I thought they were limited to two. You're going to have to point it out next time you see three.
No, here, I'll point it out right now. Hold on a second. On this day, hold on. Here we go. Events. Let's see here. I know that they have, I've seen some with three in them. I'm just trying to...
So you're just fishing right now?
No.
Ah, there we go.
Oh, now they are. See, look.
There.
Yeah. What
That's
the hell?
That's the one we just talked about when? Yesterday or the day before?
No, this is now.
Oh, okay.
This is today.
Because we did talk about them the other day.
This is literally the same exact webpage.
Wow. They heard you.
Wow, that's a fast
They
edit.
heard you.
Wow. 94, baseball night in the United States premiered. No Saturday day games. We also have Comet Schumacher-Levy first collided with Jupiter. Collisions continued until July 22nd. So yeah, that's what this is. These are like a trail of explosions. The gravity of Jupiter broke up the comet, and then it started just falling in and everything. So let's do an image search of this really quick because it shows right here the dates. July, August, September. So you see all the different explosions and everything. That's awesome.
Yeah.
1994, Shreveport Pirates lost first CFL home game 35-34 to the Toronto Argonauts at Independence Stadium in Shreveport, Louisiana. We also have Spanish fishing boat sunk a French fishing boat over fishing rights. Here we go. 99, John F. Kennedy Jr., his wife, Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, and sister-in-law, Lauren Bessette, were all killed in a plane crash off the coast of Martha's Vineyard. The Piper Saratoga aircraft was piloted by Kennedy. Yikes.
Oh, I just thought it was him and his girlfriend.
His wife.
It was his girlfriend, I believe.
Well, what does this say?
I know. That's why I thought it was a sister-in-law. There was other people with him.
Yeah.
Kennedy Jr., his wife. I guess they were married. Okay.
I don't know, or maybe they weren't. Maybe this is why.
Well, I don't know. Probably a wife is right. All I know is.
Well, I mean, you could be right. This could this is how easy it is to rewrite history.
Yeah.
The year 2000, this is no longer on either source. Senior Players Championship Men's Golf, TPC of Michigan. Raymond Floyd won his fourth and final Champions Tour major by one stroke from Larry Nelson and Dana Quigley. Now, there's something you can get into, the Senior Golf Champions. 2001, Jurassic Park 3, starring Sam Neill and William H. Macy, premiered in the U.S. 2004, Martha Stewart was sentenced to 5 months in prison plus 5 months in home confinement for lying to federal investigators because this was she had dealings with Enron, right? Insider trading.
Was it Enron? It was. She was.
I could have sworn she was involved with Enron.
Could have been, but it was inside information is what she invested in. Someone gave her a tip.
Yeah. 2004, she was convicted and imprisoned on charges related to insider trading and obstruction of justice. Yada yada yada. It's not telling me anything about Enron.
Who she invested in.
Yeah.
It was
that she did it. Yes, because Enron was a huge thing.
Oh, big, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and not just that they were a big
that's
company.
That's kind of late for Enron.
But the whole thing, the explosion, the scandal, like that was a big deal.
Terrible.
So
people lost their
everything,
their pensions and everything. It had nothing to do with Enron, like an Oregon company up there, power company up there, small power company. All the people had their Enron came in and bought the whole thing up to grab the money from the pension funds.
That's terrible.
And they were left out. It's just horrible.
That's
just
terrible.
Horrible. Yeah.
2004, Millennium Park, considered one of Chicago's most ambitious architectural projects of the early 21st century, opened to the public under Mayor Richard M. Daley. What does this park look like? Millennium Park. Whoa.
Where's
the Bean. Chicago, Illinois. You know, you've seen the Bean,
No,
right?
First time I'm seeing it.
You haven't seen the Bean?
Never heard of it.
Like, you haven't seen that?
No.
Wow.
Why would I see that?
I don't know. Like in shows, the news. It's been around for 22 years now.
Well, now we're talking about...
It's been around for 22 fucking years!
Huh?
It's been around for 22 years. Since 2004. God, I'm old. I graduated a year after that.
Wow.
Wow. What were you going to say?
And now we're talking about someone's presidential museum.
Oh, yeah. 2005, Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, the sixth book in the series by J.K. Rowling, was published worldwide. 9 million copies sold in 24 hours. Wow. 2007, an earthquake of magnitude 6.8 and an aftershock of 6.6 occurred off the Niigata coast in Japan, killing 8 people with at least 800 injured and damaging a nuclear power plant. Wow. The Shutsu offshore earthquake. Yeah.
Dangerous.
Yeah. 2008, the Malaysian politician Anwar Ibrahim was arrested on sodomy charges in Malaysia. Yikes.
Oops.
Yeah. 2009, To Bang Hock, on aid to a politician in Malaysia, was found dead on the rooftop of a building adjacent to the offices of the Anti-Corruption Commission, sparking an inquest that gained nationwide attention. Wow. 2011, NASA's Dawn space probe entered orbit around the protoplanet Vesta. What is this Vesta? Well, it must be one of those. It's one of those asteroid belt things. That's like about the size of Pluto or something. Yeah. So, yeah. 2012, The Dark Knight Rises, directed by Christopher Nolan, starring Christian Bale and Anne Hathaway, premiered in New York. That's the one with Bane. I have a nuke. I kill the professor. I throw Batman in the hole. 2013, 27 children are killed and 25 are hospitalized after eating lunch contaminated with insecticide served at their school in eastern India. Yikes.
Yeah.
And I thought my pizza was bad. Like, jeez, like school pizza, and everything with chocolate milk. I thought that was, crap.
Heaven sent, huh?
Yikes. 2013, Syrian Civil War, the Battle of Ras Al Ain resumed between the People's Protection United, YPG, and Islamist forces, beginning the Rojava Islamist conflict. 2014 as well, Bashar al-Assad was sworn in for a third term as president and dictator of Syria. Great. Death toll within Gaza surpassed 200 people following airstrikes by Israel. They just won't stop. Hamas and Islamic Jihad offer Israel a 10-year truce with 10 conditions, which include lifting the blockade and the release of prisoners. It is rejected, of course it is. Israel then intensifies strikes on Gaza. Oh, how dare those Goyim even stand up. 2015, scientists reveal the first close-up pictures of Pluto sent by the New Horizons probe, and that's what this is right there.
Okay.
The heart on Pluto.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's what it actually looks like.
Yeah.
That's not an artist's rendition. That's a real picture. Isn't that epic?
It is.
Like a billion miles away or whatever the heck. That's 35 miles right there. So, we're looking at mountain ranges and just huge. What else we got here? 2015, shootings in Chattanooga at a U.S. military recruitment center and a Naval Reserve training center killed 5 and injured others. Wow. So 4 U.S. Marines and a United States Navy sailor were killed in the shooting spree targeting military installations in Chattanooga, Tennessee. 2016, Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump announced Indiana Governor Mike Pence as his vice presidential running mate. That was a mistake. 2017, BBC announced first ever female doctor in Doctor Who will be played by Jodie Whittaker, and the show took a massive shit. 2017 Wimbledon men's tennis. Roger Federer defeated Marian Kielik 6-3, 6-1, 6-4 for a record 8th Wimbledon men's title. 2018, 12 new moons were discovered orbiting Jupiter, bringing the planet's moon total to 79 by scientists at Carnegie Institution for Science. 79 moons. That's a lot of butts.
Yeah.
2018, historic cemetery from 1878 to 1911 announced discovered near Houston, Texas, containing 95 remains thought to be African or black Stadians forced into labor, so slaves. Slave cemetery. Let's, like here, that it? Historic cemetery discovered at Fort Bend. This construction site in Sugarland. Huh. Okay. 2018 musical film sequel Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, premiered at Hammersmith Apollo, London. Worldwide box office receipts total over $400 million. U.S. President Donald Trump appeared to accept the word of Russian President Vladimir Putin over U.S. intelligence services about Russian meddling in the 2016 U.S. election in an interview after the two leaders' Helsinki summit.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
That.
You know, they're so thirsty for Trump that they don't even look at Hillary Clinton when she sold our...
don't go there, yeah.
What was it? Not uranium, plutonium? Reserves?
Cake or whatever it is.
Yeah, to Russia. Uranium. So it was uranium. Yeah. And you're looking at Trump for collusion with Russia?
She signed off on so
fucking stupid. 2019, a 100-year-old building in Mumbai, India collapsed, killing at least 10 people and leaving many others trapped. Well, I mean, I'd feel sorry for them if they weren't in a 100-year-old building. I mean, I get times are tough, but like I'd rather go live on the street than risk being in a century-old building in India. It's not going to be up to code, you know.
Well, my way I look at it, it's been there 100 years. It's probably going to last as long as I'm in it. I would have been wrong, but
apparently not.
Yeah.
2023, highest temperature ever recorded in China of 52.2 degrees Celsius, or 126 Fahrenheit, at Sanbao Township in Xinjiang's Turpan Depression. And apparently, they're getting up to like 150 or something right now in some areas. I can't either, but like it's being reported. So, jam rock band Dead and Company, an outgrowth of the Grateful Dead, played the final show of its final concert tour at Oracle Park in San Francisco, California. 2023 as well, Persian Gulf International Airport on Iran's southwestern coast hit a heat index of 152 degrees Fahrenheit or 66.7 Celsius at 12:30 p.m. beyond what humans can endure. So here we go again. And we spoke about that freak heat wave thing that was...
is that?
Iran. Persian Gulf International Airport in Iran's southwestern coast.
You know, we bake pizza at 140.
No, 200.
240?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But you can fry an egg on the sidewalk, you know. Reverend Jesse Jackson stepped down as the head of the Rainbow / Push after leading the nonprofit organization for more than 5 decades. Okay. 2023 as well, Taylor Swift's re-recorded Speak Now album debuted at number 1 on Billboard 200, her 12th number 1 album, surpassing Barbra Streisand's record for number 1 albums by a female artist. But Taylor Swift is also a Satanist.
Never heard her music.
You don't. She's a Satanist and a witch.
I've just never heard it.
She's a witch. She's a demon, and she needs to be sent back to hell. 2024, Paraguay carried out the largest cocaine bust in its history with Operation Sweetness, netting 4 tons inside a shipment of sugar. That's a hilarious name. Wow. 25, at least 61 people died in a fire at the recently opened 5-story at Al Cornish hypermarket and restaurant in Quds, Iraq. Members of the rock band Jane's Addiction filed dueling lawsuits over singer Perry Farrell's onstage scuffle with guitarist Dave Navarro in Boston, which resulted in cancellation of their reunion tour and a planned album. One of 3 known Rosebud props from the 1941 film Citizen Kane sold at auction for $14.75 million. Yeah.
Rosebud, yeah.
Yeah, the sled.
Famous line at the end.
Yeah, the sled. So.
Oh.
Yeah, Rosebud was a sled.
Okay.
You know.
I forgot.
Yeah. Remember, like he drops the thing, like the snow globe. Remember when he's dying?
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like,
yeah.
Rosebud.
Yeah, I remember all of that. I don't remember the sled.
It even says Rosebud right there on the sled.
Yeah.
So. And last but not least, what a surprise! The Israeli Air Force bombs the Syrian Defense Ministry headquarters and areas near the presidential palace in Damascus. All right. Anyway, that shall conclude the show. What should we be the code word today? You know,
We
let's-
gotta give our due. Excuse me. Cricket.
Crickets. All right, put cricket in the underbar. You know, not underbar in the comment section. Let us know that you're still watching up until this point. A lot of history has and continues to be made on a daily basis. We can only bring you a portion of our 34-page document. We have gone through all of this in the past hour and 5 minutes or
So
whatever.
you didn't make it
You
in
know?
12, huh?
12?
12 minutes after
No. Well,
your time?
I mean, you know,
Your
close,
life?
close, yeah, my life. So, yeah. Anyway, listen, where'd my script go? For your notes, the past events daily, we stream at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 6 Mountain, 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. For all of you and all of us, I'm Leo Xander,
Golden Loon.
and you. Until you catch us next time, you know, whenever that is, wherever that is, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!